always be fucked up, however hard you try not to. Even if you follow the blogs or anything, you'll just get fucked up on the way. Nothing seems to be working for them.
You guys know we love.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I didn't see that.
Thomas, we can't hear you if you're saying something.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
And probably they can't hear anything.
No, probably not. I can write to him.
I am doing that.
Okay, cool. Roll the fixer. No, don't start. They can hear us.
They can't hear us. Oh, they are actually talking to us. Yeah, no sound.
Can I get a thumbs up if you guys hear us? No? Thumbs up. All right. Yes. Good stuff. Then we just... okay. All right. Small technical mishap that happens. It's a tech-based company. So,
Sure. Yeah. So as I was saying, so these slides are based on ones that I use when I go to a customer who I'm hoping to sell our services to. So I'm not really sure what you're expecting, but I'm hoping that you'll give me some feedback as we go. So I've got also little spots in the presentation where I'm hoping I'd raise some questions and see what you think of these questions. So a bit about myself. My name is Emily. I'm a developer. I've been writing code since I graduated in about '98. I do a lot of Python and Java, and more recently a lot of Scala. I really enjoy writing code. So I'm keen not to lose that. I don't want to become a manager, not yet at least. So my specialty is really test automation, both unit testing and system testing. I've done a lot of that over the years. In fact, I wrote a book in 2011, the Coding Dojo Handbook, which is about how to teach and learn test-driven development in the team. I'm relatively successful, so I've been asked to speak at a lot of conferences, and that's kind of fun. I get to fly around the world a bit. And yeah, so that's a bit about me. Now I work at Pragma. I only joined Pragma about 2 months ago, so I've still got a lot to learn about the company, actually, but I'm hoping success. So anyway, that's about me. Let me tell you about continuous integration. This is a technical practice that's been around for a while. And at Pragma, we have this picture that we usually use when we're trying to explain what we mean by continuous integration and continuous delivery. And this picture is all about how it happens when you're developing software. So it starts with some kind of task. We're very agnostic about what kind of agile, Scrum or Kanban or whatever, or even safe. whatever. But for us, it starts with that the developer, by some means, knows that they need to write some code. And they get given some kind of small task to work on. And the developer sits and works on the task, preferably actually in a pair, so with some code, some feedback. But even if they're working alone, that's fine. And then, of course, what happens once they share their changes, until we've worked out that that change is good and we've integrated it into the main. That's the part which we would call continuous integration. That's the technical bits that need to happen. So DVCS, that's a distributed version control system like Git. Use Git? Yes. So that's a modern version control system. Some of our customers are still using ancient behemoths like ClearCase. And it's been quite a revelation for them to come to a modern version control system. So that you push your changes, and then you have some kind of integration step to merge that into, if not master, then an integration branch. Then you build the changes, and if everything works, then you've successfully integrated your changes into mainline. Otherwise, you have to go back and start again. Well, not start again, but fix it. So there is a lot been written about continuous integration. This practice was popularized by extreme programming in like 2000 and 2001, 99, yeah. It's work processes and build automation and test automation to try and achieve mainline integrity. And Martin Fowler, he's this guy, he was one of the original extreme programming proponents. Came up more recently with this continuous integration certification test, which I don't know if you've heard about, but there's been a lot of controversy in agile circles about certification tests and whether you can be paid a lot in order to get the certification. So this is a bit tongue-in-cheek, but he says this test can be administered in only a few minutes and is a surefire way of deciding whether you are doing continuous integration. So I normally attempt to give them this test to see a little bit where they're at. So the first test is I want you to think about the projects you're working on and raise your hand if every developer is making a commit, at least daily, to the mainline. Oh, God, you're doing well. A lot of my customers fail already at the first step. Okay, so if you've got your hand up, then keep your hand up if every commit is going to trigger process automatically.
Not every commit.
Put your hand down.
Well, it depends if there is a pull request pending, because then every commit will trigger. Not on the front end now, but on this definitely on the student project.
Oh.
So the JavaScript is sort of sorry, but for a lot of our projects, not every commit, because every commit that is actually, if there is a pull request pending, like that will trigger CI.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds like you're nearly there on that one, or mostly there. Okay. And then the last test is okay. You can keep your hand up. You're doing continuous integration if one of those build or tests then fail, so that the continuous there's a failing test or something, it's repaired and goes back to working within 10 minutes. So that's really quite a difficult barrier. So this is typically what happens. Customers think they're doing continuous integration, and then when it comes down to it, they're working in branches, feature branches, or they're bunching up commits, or they're not testing them one by one, or they're letting builds stay broken. So this is the picture of that test, which is on Martin Fowler's site, and it's actually quite a high bar for a lot of people. But this is the extreme programming that they were talking about. This was really extreme when they started talking about it in 2000, and even today it's quite difficult to achieve. So I'm just going to go through each part of that a little bit more. So this whole thing about everyone committing their code daily, This is about ensuring that everyone, when you're machine, you have essentially the same code as everyone else. That's what you're after. You want to make everyone basically be on the same page. If you're working in a different branch from the other people on your team, then you're not working on the same code. And this means that the costs of integration, of getting you to the same state, the more difference there is between your machines. So continuous integration is about minimizing the differences so that everyone is starting from the same point and we all have a shared picture of what the code should be. And it's easy to lose sight of that when you're surrounded by, you've got Jenkins servers and branches all over the place. But that's really what we're trying to achieve, a picture of the code. Then the second test was about every commit triggering a build. And this might seem a little pedantic that you should have a new build for every single commit, but it's about being able to see very clearly which change it is that's made a problem. So you've got the commits coming in and everything is green, and then the next commit comes in and it's a bad apple. The tests fail, and you know immediately to revert, which developer to go and talk to, and the whole thing can be cleared up quite easily. 5 commits all bunched together and something fails. You don't know which one it was, and suddenly there's a whole process of trying to work out which change caused the problem. There's a whole lot of management and potentially trouble tickets being filed. The management of that just
Raul, did we lose everyone?
Okay, I think we're having some internet problems, I think. Hopefully they'll be back soon.
Even the YouTube thing isn't working.
I don't know what's going on with the internet thing. Oh, come on, Thomas. So the recording is still on, but it's recording us talking and no one else.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Thomas had
Thomas
like a backup. He's offline. He's offline. They're having internet problems now. Let's see if I can reach him somewhere else. Thomas.
There might be a problem with this because I can listen to myself talking after around 1 minute or so.
Okay, hopefully they will be back shortly, because now Thomas is aware of the problem.